sisters and brothers, and especially Seattle University adjunct professors. I'm really delighted and honored to be here and to follow such incredible speakers who are showing their dedication to social justice. As a member of, as Larry said, the Seattle City Council, of Socialist Alternative, of the American Federation of Teachers Local 1789, as a delegate to the King County Labor Council, I stand in solidarity with you all, and I support your walkout to demand higher wages, better working conditions, and the right to form a union. I also wanted to remind everybody that we are not alone. There are movements happening everywhere, and as we speak, students at the University of Washington in Seattle are getting ready for a walkout of their own to demand diversity on campus and an end to racism. I wanted to salute all the Seattle University students who are here and the tenured faculty who have chosen to support adjunct professors in their struggle and who have chosen to have the courage to walk out with the adjuncts.
Thank you.
And our solidarity goes out to all the adjuncts everywhere in this nation who are participating in this National Day of Action. And this day of action is going to be a grim and yet powerful reminder of what collective struggle can accomplish and the conditions that we are fighting against. As other speakers mentioned, you know, they always tell us, just go get a good education and all your problems will be solved. But look at the adjunctification of higher education. We have PhDs, and yet we are not able to cobble together enough of a living to even support a family. Many of the PhDs who are adjuncts qualify for food stamps. Student debt has exceeded $1 trillion. We are seeing this as a symptom of the corporatization, as Nick said, the privatization of education. And really, those are just words. What's happening is a decimation of education. And it's also symptomatic of the larger struggle that we have to wage against income inequality, against the domination of corporations in our society. So let's remember, we're not alone. And as a former adjunct professor at Seattle University, I know from personal experience that the conditions are inhospitable. We have short-term contingent contracts that offer no job security, the pay is low, the benefits are few and far between, and there is little, if any, opportunity for advancement. Conditions are particularly precarious. I mean, our struggle has to be against adjunctification. Let's be clear about that. However, conditions are particularly precarious when adjuncts don't have the right to have a union. I was a teacher both at Seattle University and at Seattle Central Community College at the same time. The same person with the same qualifications, with the same track record of teaching. And I was paid significantly more at Seattle Central because I had a union.
Yeah!
That Seattle University prides itself on Jesuit principles of social justice. This unfortunately rings hollow if the majority of their faculty members are forced to work as adjuncts in labor conditions that are fundamentally unjust. The university has been attempting to bully the faculty to prevent them from forming a union. This anti-worker behavior is completely unacceptable and has to stop. Adjuncts have the basic human right, as do all workers, to form a union and struggle for better wages and working conditions. And as Crystal, the fast food worker who was here to lend her solidarity in Seattle and is on the way to winning in many different cities around the nation because workers organized. We organized in a collective struggle and we fought against the corporate bosses. This is the only thing that we as working people and as students can rely on, our ability to organize collectively for justice. And you all, and everybody that is in solidarity with you, are the excellent examples of how we can win positive social change. I am inspired by this fight, and I fully support the walkout. Let's organize together for adjunct unions. Let's organize for the rights of students, for their education. Let's organize for the rights of student workers. Let's bring the fight for 15 into the campuses. And one final message to the Seattle University administration: count the votes.
Yes.
Count the votes! Count the votes! Count the